Previously on DC vs Vampires World War V, after killing the vampire queen, Batgirl, the vampire Damian Wayne avenged his father's death. So now, attention has raised in the vampire nation, and in this chaos, a shadowy figure appears in front of the vampire guards, Aquaman and Groot, and she is Granny Goodness, and she wants the vampires to deliver the miracle child that is supposed to end the vampire war and maintain peace all over the earth, and that child is Mr. Miracle and Bada's daughter. Miracle is also a vampire, and he tries his best to protect his daughter from the other vampires, but unfortunately they get caught and seemingly killed by the vampires. All hope is lost. The truce between vampires and humans are totally broken. Barbara manages to survive with the help of Granny Goodness, and now the vampire nation has declared a war on the remaining humans and the heroes. Supergirl, Green Arrow, Black Canary, every single surviving heroes are trying their best to defeat the vampires, but the vampires' increasing number make the situation worse. Things are not looking good, but right at the time, Darkseid appears looking for his grandchild, Bada, and Miracle's daughter. But as Aquaman reveals that he killed them both, it drives him mad. Darkseid instantly kills Aquaman, and he declares an all-out war on both humans and vampires. The Earth belongs to him now. But before this war, Alfred, who has become the new Green Lantern, is going to confront the vampire's lord, Wonderwoman, for the second round, and Alfred is going to trained by Gardner himself. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review one short chapter of DC vs Vampires World War V, Darkness and Light. You can get all the previous parts on this playlist. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in a human refugee camp. They are hiding two kids, Harper, also known as Bluebird, and her little brother Colin, under the wooden floor. But ultimately, the vampires break into the house. They don't care about the truth. They are secretly hunting humans, killing them, or recruit them to their vampire world. Wonderwoman orders her men to only capture the girls. The others are too weak to use. But while she is leaving, Diana smells something, and the two kids get caught. Harper throws an arrow, but it's not effective on the vampire lord. Harper wants Diana not to touch her brother. She will kill her, but seeing her bravery, Diana is impressed. The girl is young, have the courage to face the devil, a perfect candidate for the vampire nation. So Diana orders her men to take the little boy with them. The girl belongs to her, and she infects Harper, turns her into a vampire. 3 weeks later, Diana begins the training. She introduces her to the vampire kingdom, teaches her about the strengths of vampire, the weaknesses like holy water, ultraviolet light, but not garlic. Diana admits she misses the sunrise, but their past selves die. Now they are born as something greater than the humans. She helps her to drink synthetic blood, but they also hunt humans, as their queen has ordered them to create more vampires. So finally, Diana takes Harper for the real hunt, a human refugee camp. She tells Harper to target lone humans, but she also wants her to be careful from the heroes. If they see her, they will kill her as well. And suddenly, they spot a human. Harper jumps on him to take the prize, but the human gets scared. He begs Harper to let him go. He has a family, and Harper hesitates. She leaves the man alone. Diana understands there is still humanity left in that girl, so she takes her to the Gotham. In the prison cell, her brother Colin is captured. She tries to approach him, but the boy gets scared. He is weak. The vampires are torturing him, and the worst part is, instead of saving him, his sister has joined them. He screams. He can't trust her, and it breaks Harper. Driven by rage, she begins the hunt alone, running across the woods. She catches her prey, but then it reveals it is a vampire, and suddenly Harper is surrounded by the vampire Damian Wayne and his army, who are waging a war on the vampire nation. They are killing every vampires that belong to Barbara Gordon, so they proceed to kill Harper as well. But suddenly they realize Wonderwoman is here, so with a little warning, they leave the girl. The next day, Harper brings some food for her brother, but as the guard opens the gate, Harper sees the lifeless body of Colin. Her world is destroyed, and it all happened because of Wonderwoman. The sun rises, and Diana wakes up from the bed, and she sees the gate is open. But just as she goes to close the gate and block the sun rays, she gets horrified. It is Harper sitting in the open sunlight. She is burning. Diana quickly jumps to save her. She covers her with a cloth and quickly brings her to the dark. She cares for Harper like a mother. She realizes what the girl is going through, so she begins to treat her, provides her humans to satisfy her hunger. days have passed and Harper has finally recovered. So one day, she goes alone in the dark and wandering the city, she sees a green light, an energy constructed by a power ring. It is Guy Gardner. Without wasting any time, Harper jumps on him. Guy tries to warn the kid, but she doesn't listen to him. She has lost everything. Her world is destroyed. She doesn't even care about her own life. But unfortunately, she is killed, burst into dust by the power ring. Guy feels sad, but then the vampire lord Wonderwoman shows up, and in a second, Wonderwoman rips Guy Gardner into 2 pieces, leaving his body. Diana then grabs the remains of the little girl. She begins to cry, and she finally realized her mistake. She failed Harper, and that day, Diana lost her daughter. The panel then jumps in a jungle. A little boy named Josh arrives in a crash site. Something has fallen into the woods, and as he goes there, he sees Alfred Pennyworth in his Green Lantern suit, lying unconscious. The boy decides to help him, so he takes him to his house, patching up his wounds, and several hours later, Alfred wakes up. The boy introduces himself, so he asks Alfred, who is he? So Alfred says, he is no one. He got the suit, the power, but he feels he is unfit for the role. He tried his best to help the innocents from the vampires, but soon he realized he is no match against the evils. The vampires are after him, and suddenly he gets shocked. Alfred fears the vampires will come here soon. He tells the boy to hide, but it was too late. The vampire Airy breaks into that room, grabs the boy. Alfred jumps in before the boy gets killed, but he has no power left, and it gives the vampire the opportunity to kill Alfred. But right at that time, the boy impales the vampire with a wooden stake. He saves Alfred, and he realized Alfred has no experience with the ring, but he knows someone who can help Alfred. So crossing the dark woods, he brings Alfred into a cave, and there they meet Guy Gardner, who is surprisingly alive. He got ripped in half, but Guy managed to learn how to keep him alive. With his energy, he made all of his internal organs, all the necessary hormones, nutritions to run his brain. He doesn't need to eat anymore. He doesn't piss. He seems immortal. At first, Guy refuses to help Alfred, but when he heard that Alfred already defeated Wonderwoman, so he decides to give him training, and it starts with basic things, building small objects, getting familiar with the ring, and also physical training. Guy also helps Alfred to clean him up, as he believes the first step to being good is looking good. And then the real challenge begins as the little boy Josh enters in a vampire den. It's Alfred's job to protect the boy, so Alfred rushes. He enters into the house, killing every single vampires. But then Wonderwoman shows up. He wants to kill Alfred for her previous humiliation, but this time Alfred is prepared as well. But during the fight, it seems he is not powerful enough against the vampire lord. She puts him down into the ground and proceeds to kill Alfred. But before she does that, she is stopped by Guy Gardner. Diana is also shocked. She thought she killed him, so she again charges at him to get her revenge for killing Harper. Both Alfred and Guy manage to hurt the vampire, but after putting down Alfred, Diana then grabs Guy and enters her sword through his chest. But from the back, Alfred hits her with a bat, sends her flying through the buildings. He brings the dying Guy into the ground, and Guy realizes his time has come. But before he is gone, he tells Alfred to use his anger as a weapon. The vampires took everything from him, so become justice for them, become vengeance. Wonderwoman rises. She is mad. She is determined to kill the 2 lanterns. But before she fully stands, a huge blast destroys the entire building. Alfred finally shuts her down. Alfred thanks Guy for helping him, and leaving his body, he flies into the sky to save the world. But it seems Guy is not dead. He managed to save himself with his power ring, makes a new heart, which makes Guy practically immortal. And with this, the one-shot chapter of DC vs Vampires World War V Darkness and Light comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please let me know on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.